Think we're live. Are we? Okay. We're definitely live. Um, okay. I know it's late, but I turned off the shower so I could come talk to you guys. I was just excited about this. Um, might not be something you guys will be excited about, but I'm not a sewer, not someone that sews. I tried when I was pregnant with my first child, to make a quilt, but I didn't finish that process. And the ladies that were kind of showing me when I was in Japan, we were stationed in Japan, they made a quilt for me as a present. After I gave birth, they dropped it off. But that was about it. As far as sewing, the most I would do is like buttons or a holder or something like that. But anyway, if you guys haven't heard about it, you should look up it's called the Olson mass pattern. You write it down. And I wrote it on the title as well. So, so the Olson mass pattern. Okay, and that's pretty much what I used. The thing that I like it was the pattern that I was drawn to, the shape of it and everything like that. But everyone was doing it a little bit different. But that one I really like it. And then there's an area for a filter, you know, and there's ways to get stuff that you can use for a filter in your mask. So I really like that. But anyway, that off. So and what really, not only did I like the way they did it, but their example, it was the same colors that I was going to use. So, and theirs was blue with white dots, but this is what I use. It's my front color and the cheeks, and then some scrap for the area for nose and mouth where you can put your filter. Okay, so it was meant to be when I saw theirs. But anyway, and this is what mine looks like. See that? I did this by hand. I did this by hand. I didn't use the sewing machine to make this because um I had bought a sewing machine a while back so Christina and I could my daughter and I could learn how to sew because my mother she knew how to sew but she never taught me. She didn't have time. And I felt bad that I never taught my daughter how to sew, so we were going to learn. But then it's a nice machine. The manual got misplaced. And then when I moved here, since I wasn't going to stay here past a year, I decided that, well, not decided. Well, it ends up we're not going to stay here for very much longer, and I need to move. But I can't find a plug. So it's like, so I don't have the manual and I don't have the plug. I need to make masks, and I'm not really that type of person. So I did what I had to do, and I made it, and I'm happy with it. Now, because I was wearing foundation earlier, the middle, I need to put it in a wash, but it has, you can see, and then these are like bands that you put in your hair, and then this side, as you can see. And I'll show you a little bit of the other one, but like I said, I messed it up because I had makeup on and I should have, I had foundation on. I don't really know how to do much makeup, so it's kind of messy, as you can see. But so I'll show you. Why is it that it's like the opposite side? See the makeup? But I'm really, and then this is a pipe cleaner. Um, yeah, this is called pipe cleaner right here for the nose, so it can, you know. But I love it, love it, love it, love it. And like I said, I like that it was the colors when they were doing it. They were doing similar pattern. So see this part to put the filter in the inner part. But anyway, when I make my sons, I'm gonna show you more on that because, like I said, I messed up with that because I put on foundation. So I'm gonna rethink that. And I thought about that when I put the lighter in the middle. You know, I mentioned that to my son that maybe I should have used a darker color. But this is the pattern that I'm gonna use for my son, these two, and then I'm gonna get a black as well. And what I'm gonna do this one differently is the front part right here. I'm gonna do those two colors in the front part, do a pattern, those two. So I'm going to change up their pattern a little bit. So I could use these two in the front. And then for the back, I'm thinking I might do all black in the back or um, black in the middle, this part in the middle, and then the sides maybe a beige. I don't know, but it'll come to me. But I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm so proud of myself, and I'm walking around, and you know, it just makes me feel like I want to do different little masks and whatnot because it it came out great. And like I said, I'm not the sewing type, or I could be, but I didn't learn. So, but I knew what I wanted. Um, and like when I have designs in my head, like for different stuff, and people might not make it, just like with books. I have ideas in my head, and I wish people make these books or movies, and they don't. So sometimes you just gotta make your own. When people are not making what you want, just gotta make your own. So, and that's what I've pretty much been doing. So, I'm good to go with my mask. So, I'm gonna leave you guys. It's almost at 8 minutes. So 7:47, 7:48. So, this is my mask, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening. And bye.